Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a very special event. Today, we have the CE Showcase. My name is Rufus Lunn, and I'm the ISV Program Lead at Seer 365. There are a huge number of applications and ISVs out there for Microsoft Dynamics CE. I am assuming if you are watching this today, you're familiar with Dynamics customer engagement and the core of the CRM functionality. But there's a lot of additional situations that businesses may find themselves in, and partners working with them may need to solve that standard functionality doesn't solve as standard. The 4 ISVs in our webinar today stand out as a great solution to specific challenges that businesses have out in the field every single day. And they've all been picked out as working especially well with the Microsoft Dynamics partner market as well. Each ISV is going to have sort of 5 minutes to present their core elevator pitch and just give you a sense of what they do. If you'd like to find out a little bit more after today's call, then please feel free to get in touch with them via their emails, which will be up on screen shortly, as well as drop any messages in the comments. If you have any questions during today's call as well, please do put those in the comments, whether you're watching on LinkedIn or YouTube, or whether you're watching live or on demand. We'll get a notification and someone will be in touch ASAP to get you an answer. So without further ado, let's dive into our first ISV. MSCRM add-ons is one I'm particularly pleased to work with. They have a great range of solutions. So without further ado, I will invite Alexis to the stage to introduce himself and MSCRM add-ons. Hi, Alexis.
Hi, Rufus. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Mine too. Thank you. So, hi, everyone. I'm Alexis from mscrmaddons.com, and I'd like to briefly introduce our company and 2 key products that help, hopefully, to organizations worldwide to get the most out of the Microsoft Dynamics 365 CE and the Power Platform. We've been a trusted Microsoft partner for over 21 years and developing certified add-ons available on the Microsoft App Source that streamline document generation and optimize the data storage and boost productivity, hopefully. With a team of around 55 people our headquarters is in Austria, in Graz, and we have another office in the United States, in Atlanta. Today, our tools are used in more than 80 countries, supported by a strong partner network with about 700 companies, and trusted by, let's say, a customer base of 5,000 organizations. Rufus, please go to the next slide. Thank you. So let's take a look to Documents Callback first. So many organizations struggle with manual document processes, so generating quotes, contracts, reports, and other business documents, and often it means switching between systems, copying data, and introducing risk or delay. And Documents Callback basically solves this through 3 main pillars. The first is the template design. Our designer is fully Microsoft Word based, so users work in a familiar environment, and you can easily map fields from Dataverse to create templates, dynamic templates, which are stored centrally in our templates table and making them reusable and accessible across your organization. The second pillar is the document generation, the manual document generation and delivery. Once a template is in place, so other users can choose from a wide range of actions like sending via email, send for e-signing, save to SharePoint, print them, and even run a flow within that manual document generation process. It is fast, flexible, and fully aligned with your business processes. And the third, of course, the most powerful pillar is the automation. With our premium connector for Power Automate and Flow, you can fully automate the entire document lifecycle. So from generation to delivery, so everything can run in the background seamlessly and reliably. And the best part is, of course, of Documents Callback, it works across all model-driven apps, Canvas apps, Power Pages, Copilot, as long the data comes from Dataverse. So this makes it a future-ready solution. And let's take a look to Attachment Extractor. So to understand its value, it's important to look at how the Dataverse storage model is structured. There are basically three types of capacity: the database capacity, the file capacity, and the log capacity. The log capacity is not relevant for our use case. Within the database capacity, it includes items like the email content, which is the activity pointer base. In the file capacity, important parts are the email attachments and note attachments, which are stored in the related tables. And these capacities are built separately, so the costs are differentially. So it depends a little bit. The database capacity, if you reach the limit, it costs about $40 per gig per month, and the file capacity costs $2 per gig per month. But both capacities are steadily growing, and more data is added to your system. So if we look in the attachment extractor, how can it help you? Basically, we can hopefully lower the cost storage. How do we do that? We can extract the email content from a Dataverse to Azure Blob Storage, or the attachments and annotations can be extracted either to Azure Blob Storage or to SharePoint, depending on your setup. The benefits are clear. You get a reduced Dataverse storage usage, you lower your monthly costs, hopefully, and improve long-term data management. And the best of all, for the user, nothing changes. The file access remains seamless. So if you're using SharePoint, you can continue to follow all the standard Dynamics 365 integration rules. The next slide, please. So whether you're looking to automate your document processes or reduce storage costs, we offer proven solutions that work tightly with your Dynamics 365 environment. And if you would like to learn more, you can start anytime a trial or book a personalized demo with me or with our team. Thank you very much for your time.
Brilliant. Thank you, Alexis. And a fantastic ISV. If you are working with large file sizes, it can very quickly save money for you and your end customers. If you would like to get in touch, Alexis is linked on the LinkedIn, and his email is on screen now. Thank you very much. Moving swiftly onwards to Valrada. I believe for Valrada, we are double trouble with Richard and Tim. Over to you, gents.
Thanks, Rufus, and great to be here and to see you all this afternoon. I'm Richard Valentine, the Sales Director for EMEA for Valrada, joined by Tim, one of our lead pre-sales consultants in region here. To give you some background on Valrada, we're a business applications and solutions partner, so Dynamics practice traditionally and an ISV, with over 275 specialists spread throughout the globe across Australia, Europe, and the USA. 7 offices globally, 7 solution partner designations all across Biz Apps, CRM, ERP, Power Platform, AI, and Azure Data and Analytics. And we are famous for field service in Microsoft circles, and for working in asset-intensive industries and working with frontline worker-led organizations. That's where we're really famous and where we've delivered global solutions at scale and got the battle scars to prove it, and built some product off the back of that too. And that's why our core ISV solutions, Power Roster and Power Worker for Assets, complement the Microsoft offering in and around field services. So Power Worker for Assets gives us an accelerator to the delivery of a real-world asset-intensive field service and FinOps environment. Gives us a means to rapidly deliver a connected enterprise-level solution with a set of established best practice processes to give us an almost ready-made solution to go live with a real world FinOps and D365 field service environment and get you there in a matter of months rather than potentially years traditionally to service those complex needs. Roster, which is our focus for today's content, is our AI-enabled workforce management solution to optimize shift planning and to either deal with standalone complex staff planning and rostering requirements, or to be delivered within a field service solution to give the job allocation engine the best chance of being successful. And Tim will take us through some of those features in a moment. But most importantly, to cover off today for you partners, how do we go about helping you implement that into your clients? So we have an accredited reseller model where you, the partner, can skill up, sell and deliver Power Roster and support it with our support in the background. Often we end up delivering solutions together in a resource augmentation model where we're coming in with your team to help the client realize that solution, or on a referral basis where you may simply want to hand off the gap to us and we come in and do what we're good at and experienced in. However we go about doing that, we like to work with Seer 365 and the Guide platform to make sure that the need for our solutions is identified as early as possible in the process, so that you, the partner, and the end user have got a chance to plan for, actually, how of those methods do we want to go about bringing the solution into the environment? Thanks, Rufus.
Thanks, Rich. So we wanted to give you an overview of Power Roster by Valrada and an example of one of our recent implementations. So this is one of our ISV solutions built on the Power Platform, and so this originated from some identified gaps in field service. We implement it as part of a wider system landscape, so either bolted onto field service or HR or other downstream systems, but also standalone as a rostering and time management tool. And actually, we're seeing more commonly that customers want to take it standalone and enhance on top of that and build it into their wider network. The key functional areas of the products are on the top there. The crux of the solution is really around shift management. So typically, this involves setting up resources in the environment, applying a set of recurring shift patterns, sometimes very complex, so the rostering engine builds out shifts into the future on sort of a continuous basis, typically 2 weeks or a month recurring. But for the example we're showing you here, we've got some real complex 150-day recurring patterns built into the system, which is quite easy to set up. And then once it's there, it will build out into the future as far as you need. There is then the calendar interface where admins typically make those in-day, in-week tweaks for things like absences or other last-minute changes. And that is drag and drop and copy and paste enabled as well. So really quick, really intuitive to change those on a daily basis. There's a mobile app available for the frontline workers as well, so they can see what shifts they've got coming up, clock in and clock out, and also self-service shift swapping. We've got some native integration with Teams there. So if you're going to be late for a shift, you can trigger a Teams message or Teams conversation to your manager directly from the Power Roster mobile app. Time and attendance management. So you can submit leave requests, but also, as I said before, you can clock in and clock out. And then there's approval functionality behind that. There is light forecasting in there. So you can build out your demand forecast, how many shifts, how many people you expect to be rostered on each day for each type of role, and then see how you're tracking against that in a graphical way. There's also a bolt-on compliance engine there, typically used for things like working time directives, people working too many hours in a day, a week, a month, and it will run against the system and raise any compliance jobs there, just to flag any issues where people are looking to be working too much. As I said, one of our recent implementations around Caledonian Sleep, you can see some high-level stats along the bottom there. So this is a company that run a train service between London and Scotland, as well as some other services. They have 200 roster train staff on, which is typically around 850 shifts per week that they're clocking in and out of on the mobile. They use Teams for those escalations where they're not going to make it on time, or something's happened within their shift. A lot of leave records loaded in from the back end, but also put through the mobile app around leave requests, and there's a whole approvals workflow in there. They're monitoring their actual versus demand through the forecasting, as I mentioned, and also just to give you high-level figures of the number of breaches that they've identified through that compliance engine. And they obviously identify those before they get to the points that people aren't working too many hours, so they can go in and change them before that actually happens. If you'd like to find out more, it'd be great to hear from you by email or LinkedIn or whatever, and we can arrange a tailored demo for you. Thanks, Rufus.
Thank you, Valrada. Excellent work. And if you do want to get in touch, again, links are on LinkedIn. They are also on screen currently. And I think Richard hit upon a really, really good note there. What makes Valrada famous is their expertise around field service. If you've ever, as a partner, been involved in a project and just wish that you had access to experts that really, really understand that area of software, then Valrada just might be the people you are after. Okay, moving on at pace. We've got some great momentum, and we're going into Portator with Jorg. Hi,
Thank you very
Jorg.
much for the invitation, Rufus.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. So another Austrian company, we had already the first one here from Graz. Now we move on to Vienna, in the center of Europe as we feel it. Portator, what are we? What do we do? We solve the traveling salesman problem. And we do that since 2007. We have around 1,500 customers on the globe in around 20 countries. We're available in 6 languages like English, German, Italian, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. And we are ISO 27001 certified, which is very important because we operate our own little cloud. Means all data is secure. We have also customers in the pharma space and medical space. That means all data has to be perfectly protected by GDPR and all in that. Next slide, please. So basically, we are, as a certified Microsoft partner, completely easy to be installed as a managed solution directly in App Source platform. You can plug us in, and we synchronize completely with the data that you have there. It means either your leads, your customers, anything which you have there, we can take into Portator. And now, what do we do? Basically, think about that you have now thousands of customers. They have different intervals. They have urgencies, when to visit whom next. And what we do is we say, on which day, visit which customer, in which order, and all of that on an optimized route. So it is like an AI pilot, AI co-pilot for yourself, for route planning, for field sales. We had field service before, now this is field sales. All the salespeople out there who are struggling, where to go next. And think about it just like before we were trusting, or we still trust Google Maps to give us any direction, and people end up in tunnels and all that stuff. But this is the solution which helps you hands-free tell you where to go next. So no customer ever being left behind. You can visit all of them. And what happens now? Basically, with one click, you get the route suggestions during the day. Anything changes, any customer not available, something slipping in, you get a new customer, one click update, and everything is automatically updated. So it's really dynamic, fitting to Dynamics on that way. And you can use it on every mobile device. We even have some Tesla customers, not sure if that's famous now, but they use it on the screen as well. So anything, any device which has mobile internet to the access to the internet can use it. That results in, for our customers, minus 15% on mileage, definitely on planning effort. Usually planning a whole week of that takes around 4 hours. Now it's with a few clicks, 10 minutes, you're done at the most, maybe just 2 minutes. And most important, you can visit more customers. And think about it. If you are able to visit more customers, you have more chances to sell something. So in overall, if you think about the investment of Portator and then what you all get out of it, it's basically for free. So you save even cost on that. So what do? We have route planning. We have also territory planning and territory optimization, so you can distribute evenly your territory, and it's a managed solution which you can easily implement. How do you benefit from us? Basically, we work with you. If you use the platform from Seer to find out what is a good fit, and we pop up there, definitely we will help you. We will make the demo for the customer. We help with the implementation, which is really straightforward and quite simple. We help with the training, and you can take that on later on because training is also very simple. It's an easy to use application, and there you go. Your customer basically solves all that. And by the way, there's no solution on Microsoft for that kind of service. They don't have it. So in case you have a situation where you go against another big offer from another CRM vendor out there who says they have a good solution for that. Maybe this is the missing link that you have now, to have that in your portfolio, to say like, well, we have route planning, we can solve that, and then you can win the deal, and we help you on that. Basically, that's Porto from Austria Vienna. Thank you very much for listening.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jörg. Excellent presentation. Again, there is contact information on the screen. If you have ever gone to a client's office and just seen a wall of post-it notes, if their schedulers are going home over the weekend to plan things out, then Portal might be what they need to look at. Okay. Excellent work from everyone so far. We are going to move on to our final CE ISV for today's showcase. Last, but by no means least, Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
Good afternoon. Thanks, Rufus. It's a pleasure to be here today.
My pleasure.
Fantastic. So I'm here representing Experian. Whilst I'm sure you're very familiar with the brand, I'm actually here from the Experian Data Quality Division. I will be referring to it as EDQ throughout the presentation because it's slightly shorter. But we specialise in helping organisations trust their data. And we do that by improving accuracy, consistency, and usability across systems. So whether it's resolving duplicate records, validating customer information, or enabling a single customer view, our solutions are designed to support smarter decisions and a better customer experience. So Experian have 27 years expertise in data quality, with the backbone of Experian's Credit Bureau, which is the largest, most comprehensive and up-to-date database in the world. Experian Data Quality leverages data to validate and enrich their customer records and improve matching and enhance segmentations and improving targeting, marketing purposes, and also for risk assessments. So we have a strong customer base of over 7,500 and have strong certified partnerships with the likes of Microsoft, Salesforce, and SAP, which complement our platform along with other APIs such as Databricks, Snowflake, Tableau, and Qlik, which really kind of enhances the experience for our partners and clients. But today's world is built on data. It's all around us and growing in power and influences our decision-making every single day. Experian has a desire to turn data into something meaningful. We gather, analyze, and combine and process it to help people and organizations achieve their goals, whether that means planning for a secure future or just getting to know your customers better. The current challenges and trends we're seeing in today's market is all around clients struggling with siloed systems, inconsistent records, and growing regulatory pressures. Customer data being duplicated, outdated, and hugely unreliable, making it hard to deliver a great service to their customers or meet compliance needs. We see our clients needing more than a fix, and they need a solid foundation when it comes to their EDQ platform. So EDQ empowers organizations to unified, fragmented customer records across multiple systems by resolving identities and linking disparate data points. Experian creates a single accurate view of each customer. So when it comes to compliance and regulations, Experian can help with customizable validation rules and standardized data prep to help out with the likes of GDPR and internal governance standards, always ensuring trust and transparency. We help many clients with complex transformation projects. Experian adds value to de-risk, cleanse, and standardize to ensure a smooth migration and avoid any costly errors. The overall outcome is helping many clients move from data chaos to data confidence, and with our user-friendly, unified platform that enables technical and non-technical users to build, automate workflows, ensuring data is easily located, accurate, consistent, as well as compliant. We are actively seeking partners and new consultancies to work with, and have recently launched a brand new partner program to best support you on your journey. It would be a fantastic opportunity for you to build and deliver professional services to ensure our clients have a great deployment experience and ongoing services and expansions. So on to the last slide. I just wanted to kind of put this into real life, how we've actually helped a lot of organizations. So if we look at Saga, they're a provider of products and services for the over 50s, anything from travel, cruises to insurance and financial services. Some of the challenges they faced across the business were around centralizing the data and maintaining it. They had a lot of data inaccuracies, which added risk to incorrect marketing communications going out to the wrong people. And that kind of limited cross-sales opportunities for the business. So once they deployed EDQ, Saga had a reduction of duplicated data from 5% down to 1%. They were able to overhaul their marketing strategy and have more targeted campaigns. This was increasing an additional upsells into existing clients, as well as attracting net new logos. As a result of this, the marketing cost saving was a whopping 300K. Speedy Hire are a leading tool and plant company, and we're going through a migration transformation project, moving data from their legacy system into Microsoft Dynamics 365. The main problem they encountered was around tracking of the hire equipment. Significant volumes of data were entered manually, introducing inconsistency and inaccuracies. Therefore, there are a lot of errors within the data. And this had been going on for a number of years. So a result of that, inconsistencies started to have impacts on the contractual documentation, leading to incorrect customer details, misaligned contracts, and that led to compliance risks. So once EDQ was deployed, it didn't take long for Speedy Hire to start seeing the benefits. This enabled them to really streamline their stock counting from several times a year to just twice a year. The data quality greatly improved by 99% in data accuracy, which enabled more reliable reporting and operational decisions. We also had process automation replace manual process that took weeks, took projects kind of from weeks down to just hours and days, and hugely improved their operational efficiency overall. And lastly, West Yorkshire Police were managing data from a multitude of sources, leading to inconsistent and unreliable data. This really hindered operational efficiencies and decision-making across the public service. There are significant duplications and incomplete records, as much of the data was entered manually, which is prone to errors and inconsistency of quality of data. So once EDQ was rolled out, the organisation experienced transformative improvements. Significant reduction in duplicate records were identified and resolved, improving data integrity and reducing system clutter. EDQ enhanced the overall data quality, so it was clean, consistent, and reliable data, which enabled them to make better business decisions and reporting. We added some prevention of poor data quality at entry, so in real time they could validate bad data from entering the system, ensuring a long-term data health. So finally, due to the automation and improved data processes, this led to a massive 600% increase in productivity, freeing up the teams to focus on high-value tasks. So I know it's a very short, brief session on Experian. I hope you found it insightful. I'd love to stay connected, so feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you think your clients could benefit from our platform, I'd love to explore any potential opportunities and share more about our new partner program with you. So I'm keen to keep the conversation going. So thanks for your time.
Thank you, Andrea. And if you've ever worked with any CRM ever, you know how crucial good data is. In fact, we can probably do an entire showcase in the future around data quality and data quality management. Just all that remains for today's CS showcase is to thank you all for joining. I very much appreciate your time on today's webinar and hope to see you on the next one. Thank you to all of our presenters. And again, if you do have any questions, whether you're watching live or on demand, please do feel free to put them in the chat and we'll be in touch very soon. Thank you very much.